What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of What is Health. And today, do you burn fat while you're working out? Alright guys, so I got a question from one of my followers in the comment section on my last YouTube video, my last What is Health episode. And I thought, man, this would be a great topic to address because I feel like we tend to be really surface level with a lot of things when we're explaining them as influencers, as health coaches, as ketogenic enthusiasts. And I think that there's a lot that goes into it. And I understand, you try to keep it surface level so that people can kind of grasp the simple ideas, apply it to their lives and move on. But I think that there's weight, there's value in kind of explaining these deeper things. By the way, let me know if me swinging the coffee cup around is annoying you or making this more entertaining to watch. So to really get into it, we have to understand how the body works. So your body burns either glucose or fat as energy. We all know that. What a lot of people seem to not comprehend is that when you're on a keto diet, your body's only using 70% fat as fuel. What do I mean by that? I mean that your body its fuel overall is about 30% glucose. Your brain runs on 30% glucose. Like, it needs glucose. There's a reason you have blood sugar in your blood all the time. There's a reason why you can have no ketones in your blood, but you can't have zero blood sugar. You'd go into a coma, right? So just because you're on keto doesn't mean your body doesn't need sugar. It runs off of sugar. There's a lot of things that run off of sugar. One of them, as it pertains to working out, is this function called glycolysis. That's where your body takes glycogen and it turns it into sugar and uses it as energy without the need of oxygen. Okay, so usually you have this whole Krebs cycle and it uses oxygen to create ATP, but your body can bypass that and make this quick energy source. But the caveat is that you get a lot of lactic acid buildup. That's why when you're doing really intense workouts and you're not really able to breathe well, it starts to burn and swell up. And granted, yeah, some of that's hydrogen. Some of that is just fluid retention. But lactic acid is there as well. It's just the process of the way that your body creates energy at that point in time. And so this kind of leads into the answering the question, what kind of workouts kind of stimulate that system? And well, anything anaerobic. So that means anything that puts your heart rate in a place where it needs quick energy. It doesn't feel like it can shuttle oxygen through the body fast enough, right? That's the whole point of the heart rate raising while you're working out, is to pump blood faster to get nutrients to the place that it's needed quicker. And so when it gets past a certain point, your body starts using other functions for a means of creating energy substrates. And so, some good Joe. When we look at lifting weights is a very glycolytic exercise. And so yes, when you go in there, when you're walking around, when you're sitting, fidgeting on your phone, you're definitely going to be oxidizing fat. But the minute you get under the bar and you start lifting something really heavy, you're going to go through glycogen because your body needs that really quick, explosive energy, okay? And so while you're working out, you are burning fat. You are burning ketones. On a ketogenic diet, hands down, you're definitely going to be oxidizing fat while you're working out. But that's not why your ketones lower. Your ketones lower because blood sugar rises. Why does blood sugar rise? Glycolysis. Your body starts breaking down glycogen to be used as quick energy for the cell, right? Because of that heavy explosive movement. So people's ketones don't lower while they're working out because they're burning through so many ketones so fast. It's because when blood sugar comes up, insulin's released to control it, and in retrospect, in relationship, ketones will drop. That is totally normal. So you are technically burning ketones, but you're not burning them to the point where it's lowering them in your system. The reason why ketones go lower when you're working out is due to that glycolysis, that increased blood sugar. Now, to add to that conversation, being in ketosis, having high ketones. You don't have to have high ketones to be burning fat. And I want to make that clear too. There is truth that, for instance, for me, right, I don't hit nutritional ketosis easy because I oxidize fat so efficiently, right? That does not make me neutral to the fact that when I start to lift weights, my ketones will tend to come down and my blood sugar will tend to increase depending on how demanding the exercise is. I am not neutral to that. I am not immune to that system. That's just how it works. However, even when I'm not working out, my ketones tend not to get over 0.4. Sometimes they'll hit 0.5. Why? Just because my body's efficient at oxidizing fat. It's good at burning ketones or using ketones as fuel. And so it doesn't need a lot of them sitting in the bloodstream, like especially when I'm in a surplus. When I get into like a deficit, like I'm dieting, my ketones will get high because my body wants to have ready available energy because it knows that there's not a lot coming in. And so it has to be as efficient as possible, right? So understand there's that caveat there, like some people just don't burn high ketones, and that's okay. That doesn't mean you're doing keto wrong. That doesn't mean anything is wrong, okay? I just want to make sure I make that really, really clear. It doesn't mean anything is wrong at all. So, quick recap. Ketones do get burned when you do burn fat while you're working out. Your ketones do not come down while you're working out because of that. They come down because blood sugar increases due to glycolysis and glycolytic exercise that induces that. Other caveat is if your ketones don't get above 0.5 no matter what you do, that doesn't necessarily mean you're doing keto wrong. You might just be really efficient at oxidizing fat. And there's nothing wrong with that, having that kind of metabolic ability. All right, guys, if you have any other questions, if I didn't explain it well or you're more curious about something else, put in the comment section below. Give me other topics that y'all want to learn about. I would love to make videos that are catered towards specific, following questions. And yeah, I love you guys. Till next time.